You crave her touch. You crave her presence. You crave her love. Actually, you ache for it. Sometimes you ache so deeply that it feels like a wound that you can't quite explain, a hunger that no one else can see. And yet, at the same time, you also fear it. You fear the intensity of your own longing, and you fear what it says about you. You fear being seen as weak or as needy or even desperate. And so you do what you've been taught to do, and that is you just hide it. You shame yourself for wanting too much. And you tell yourself that it's safer not to care. And so you build walls around your own heart, walls that are so thick and so high that even if love wanted to find you, it couldn't. And still the hunger remains. It remains there, unspoken, unseen, unmet. But let me slow down just a moment here. I want to explore where we learned to fear our own longing. Maybe it was a subtle influence, like a parent who withheld affection unless you earned it, right? Or perhaps it was blunt. Maybe it was your peers who were mocking you for wanting connection and who praised detachment and who made needing anything feel like it was shameful. Perhaps you heard it on like in the culture, like to be strong and stoic and don't need anyone and to not want too much because that would be seen as weak, so don't be weak. And so you tried and you buried your hunger and you pretended that you didn't need touch or you didn't need closeness or even gentleness or tenderness. But you see, needs don't just disappear because we're ashamed of them, do they? They just get driven underground deeper, where they fester and where they turn into bitterness or resentment or even numbness. See, you can starve yourself of connection, but you can't kill the hunger because it will find a way, right? It'll find a way to be heard. It'll find a way to make itself known and express itself. But I want you to stick with me here just a few more moments. I want to eventually explore how we can honor our longings and to experience something that is more tangible and real and accessible. But first, let me talk about the problem a little bit. See, the problem is not the longing, I think. I think the problem has more to do with shame. See, you were made for connection. You and I, we were made for connection. We were made to crave and to especially crave closeness and touch and that feeling that we matter and we're loved. It's in our wiring. It's deep within our bones. It's part of the makeup of our soul. And the hunger for connection is not a flaw that needs to be fixed. It's actually a truth that needs to be honored. But the world does not teach us that, right? The world teaches us instead to be afraid of our need, to distrust our need, and to deny it. And so we become adults who are experts at pretending that we don't care, while quietly we're starving on the inside. And so we master the art of indifference, and we joke about loneliness, and we mask hunger with bravado, with sarcasm, and with detachment. But deep down, that longing actually never leaves us. See, you can't starve your way into safety. You can't numb your way into connection. And the thing is, you can only love your way there. You can only heal by letting yourself actually want again, by letting yourself feel pain again, by letting yourself long for things again, right? But I want you to imagine something with me here. Imagine a child reaching up, asking to be held, right? Imagine this child's small hands, their open heart, their expression of pure need. Now, is this child weak because they want to be held? Or is this child broken because they long to be seen or to be loved or to be touched? Of course not, right? We don't shame children for their longing. We hold them, we soothe them, we meet them with love and care and gentleness and tenderness. And yet, somewhere along the way, we learn to treat our own longings like a threat. We learn to turn against the parts of us that needed the most gentleness and the most tenderness. But what if we treated our own longings the way we would treat that of a child, with compassion, with care, with gentleness? What if we stopped judging our hunger for connection and instead started to honor it instead? But let's consider some practical takeaways here. I think here's where our healing can begin. So first, name the longing, right? Admit to yourself that you want it. Stop pretending like it's not there. It's not a weakness. It's not a failure. It's a human thing to long for things. So start naming it. Stop shaming the hunger, right? Secondly, you can't love yourself while you're despising the parts of you that need love the most. So stop shaming that part. And then thirdly, let yourself start to feel it. Let yourself feel it, because when it rises, the pain is able to express itself, and then you can start experiencing that hope and pain and desire. It'll hurt, perhaps. It might be uncomfortable. It might make you want to run away, but stay. Stay with that uncomfortable feeling, because on the other side of that longing is the connection that you were made for. But you have to go through it first. You have to go through the feeling part. And then the more you allow yourself to feel your need, I mean, feeling it without judgment and without shame, it's the more that you become open to receiving the love that you really crave. Whew, these bugs are all of a sudden all over the place here. But you cannot be loved while hiding the parts of you that need love most. You cannot be touched while you're fearing your own hunger for touch. Does that make sense? The longing that you're trying to suppress is the very bridge to the intimacy that you're looking for. So, yeah, you crave her, and you crave her presence, right? You crave her love and connection. And that's not a problem at all. That's not something to fix or to hide. That's where your humanity lives. And that's where connection can actually begin. But here's the invitation I want to extend to you. The invitation is, stop hiding from your longing. Stop shaming yourself for wanting to connect and to be loved. Instead, let yourself be hungry, and let yourself feel the pain or the awkwardness or the uncomfortableness. Let yourself feel that longing, because your longing is not too much. It's actually the most human thing about you. And it's the part of you that love has been trying to reach all along. Now, if this conversation has been meaningful and it stirred something in you, I want to encourage you to check out my episode called Permission to Feel: Why Emotional Numbness is Killing Us. It goes even deeper into how reconnecting with your emotional life is really that first step to being fully loved. Okay? And if this is also speaking to you, I just want you to know there's more ahead. There's more deeper work, more space for healing. So stay close, because we're just getting started. And I'd love for you to join me in this walk. I have a community that I'm developing. And so if there's enough interest expressed by y'all, let me know in the comments, and we'll see if we can't jumpstart that as a way of creating community to help us get deeper in this work, because it's not made to do alone. I hope to see you soon.